The weather is not perfect. It was a rainy day today, so I don't want to risk it too much, but I think it's going to be fine for the duration of the stream. The rain is going to start at 11 p.m. So I think that it's going to be for 4 hours. Yeah, the way that you look at yourself, sometimes it's so easy to be self-defeating, to look at yourself and see you in a negative way because the expectation that you had, uh, you didn't meet them. But you can be stronger than you think. Other people may not have the same opinion as you, so it's easy to fall into the trap than thinking that then you're worse than you really are. So it's important to keep an open mind and see that the reality is sometimes better than you think. You are just your worst enemy. Yeah, I am in downtown right now. There's not as much as people as if it was a sunny day. And the rain stopped not too long ago. So because of that, many people are reluctant to go out. It's only 7 p.m., so it's a bit early also. The nightlife starts a bit later. The sunset is around 7:30, so it's still very early for that. People will most likely go out when it's the night. Um, but I can see already some light because sunset is progressive. So I hope that there will be some people connected tonight with me. Oh, I see that there are some people online. So I'm just being in downtown right now. It was a rainy day, so there's not as many people as if it would be a sunny day. And the theme of today is about seeing yourself, but sometimes you think that you are really bad, but you are better than you think. Um, you judge yourself too severely. It happens to me sometimes, and it's important to ask help if you need to. Talk to people that you can trust, that can give you an objective view of yourself and how you are really doing. But some people cannot be as much as interested and than you would have hoped. So it can be discouraging because you really want some recognition for your work, but you're not getting it. So yeah, this is a good spot that I like here. It's called the Biowood Market. Um, it's like where all the restaurants are. It's in downtown, so there's a lot of activity during the day. And even now, there's a bit of there's some people, but not as much as like I said. If it would be a sunny day, it's still a hot spot. It's the area where most people hang out, and this is exactly where I live. So I have to just do 5 minute walk, and I'm close to everything. For me, it's getting easier to handle the movement of the gimbal. I understand a bit more every day, and that's why I'm able to do a live stream now. Last week was not great because I didn't know nothing at all. Was just trying to. It was like was just I was just diving in the pool, and I would think that okay, let's see how it goes, even if I don't know how it works. So yeah, thanks for everyone for joining me. And if you can just say anything in the chat, that would be appreciated. I know many people watch, but if you don't interact, then it's not. It's less interesting. So yeah, when I think about it, just that lately I've been working hard, and I would have hope that recognition will follow, but it's not as easy as that. It's like walking in the desert. When I talk about it, this is something. It's a metaphor that came clearly to me. That I felt that I was walking in a field where I wouldn't see any end of it, and yeah, it's just to keep being resilient, keep posting, but the result is not instantaneous. Takes a bit more time. I'm trying to do some different shot, like trying to show the, but for some reason it doesn't work. Uh, I'm trying to switch from the front lens to the back lens, but I cannot do it for some reason. So bear with me. It's not because there's a lot of people right now, but I would like to show it, but I'm limited again by technical reasons. Sorry for that. I'm trying to do my best. Okay. Again, I lost control. Okay. And now it's, yeah, I don't know why, but I cannot switch from front to back lens. So I don't understand why. Maybe later I will figure it out, but right now cannot find a way. Yeah, so if you're here, please interact with me. I'm gonna try to go in the parliament now because that's the most beautiful area of the city. It's a Victorian architecture, so it's been there for like 100 years at least. I'm lucky that it doesn't rain because it rained most of the day, and now it's gonna start again a few hours later at around 11 p.m. So yeah, so if the theme resonates with you, please say anything that you want. You can also ask me any question that you want. I will try to answer. I'm also trying to improve my camera presence because I'm not so great with, like, I feel I'm not that confident on the camera compared as to writing. Writing comes easier to me because I've been practicing for years, whereas the camera, it's something very new, so it's harder for me. And the wind is so strong. Yeah, I forgot my gloves because the temperature is close to zero, and we are in April. So at that time of the year, you would expect that in spring the temperature would be much warmer, but it's not. It's It's very cold. Yeah, my hands are freezing. So I just tried to move. Hey, Brian, thank you for being here. Yeah, as you can see, most of the street lights are lit, which means that it's in Ottawa. Hello, Easley. Yo, I'm just outside, and I was thinking that instead of doing all my stream in my bedroom, I would think that being outside and showing the city, which would be much more interesting for you to see. So it's my second stream outside. So it's not perfect because technically speaking, there are just some things that I don't know what to do with the gimbal, like switching from the front lens to the back lens. For some reason, when I am inside the live stream, it doesn't work. So yeah, I have to figure it out. And even the first time that I tried to use it by myself, they were just like I made all the mistake possible, and it was a bit frustrating at first because I was thinking, all right, well, it doesn't work the way that I wanted. So yeah, you've got to make a lot of mistakes first, and that's the best way to learn. So last week when I did the stream, it was my first time with the gimbal, and yeah, it was not a total failure, but it was far from perfect. Now I have more control over the camera, but the goal is just to show people. Thank you. My goal is just to show people like how the city is. It's really beautiful, like especially downtown, the park, and like all the buildings that are very historical. It's um, it's something that is worth to see, and at the same time, while uh, while being outdoors, I can talk about topics that are related to the channel. So it's just more interesting than just sitting in my bedroom and talk in front of a wall. And I also intend to stream more than just twice a week. I would like to do thrice a week, like I would add Wednesday, because I want to be more comfortable on the camera, because I feel I have a lot of knowledge, but when it comes to shooting a video, sometimes I feel I have nothing to say. So that's why, like, I wrote this topic, because like I feel I am my worst critic. I'm really trying to do the best that I can, but it's like, okay, despite all my experience and knowledge, when I try to shoot something, it doesn't intend the way that I really wanted. So I know it requires some practice, but I know in your personal life it's probably the same thing. Like when you start something new, it's not gonna be easy at first, and there's a learning curve where you have to make the mistakes, and you're gonna feel that you're not gonna make any progress, and it's hard during that time because everyone wants to be successful at anything that they do. So it can be pretty discouraging to jump into something new and not see the result that you expected right away. So especially like when it comes to social media, whenever you go and like YouTube, Instagram, you always see people that are way more successful than you. So you're thinking, oh, maybe there's something wrong with me. Why I am not getting the result that I expect. And it's just that like some people are probably at a different stage in their life, probably that they've been doing this for years, and now you've been starting, and like you cannot compare yourself to them. You have to compare yourself with you and think that like I'm on a different path, and yeah. So thank you, Brian. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's just that I posted a video. I posted the same video on Instagram yesterday. It had 3,500 views, and on YouTube it had 5 views. And I was thinking, like, is my video really bad? Why did it work on Instagram when it didn't work on YouTube? And I was thinking, okay, maybe it's because I didn't focus explicitly on psychology or things like that. But like the behavior of people, it's like very different from one social media to the other. So right now I am in the parliament, which is like for me it's the best area in the city. Unfortunately, the main building is not open to the public, so you cannot go inside. But like all of the other building, the side building and things like that, they are very, very beautiful, especially at night. I think that at night that's when you can see all the beauty of all the detail of the architecture. You can see that a lot of attention were put on building those things, and it's our identity. You can see it's the British influence that we have in our culture, especially the English part of Canada. So yeah, I'm gonna try to show it. But like this building right there, it's it's being renovated right now, so that's the reason why it's not possible to enter. And I remember that last week I was just shooting, and then I saw one of the crane moving. So it means that it is actively being constructed. Hello, Tnet. Why do you want me to ban you? You're not doing anything wrong. Yeah, the thing is that sometimes I see a lot of views, and then people they disengage. But I would say that regarding the stream, I have improved a lot, because before I was just waiting for people to come in, waiting for people to interact. And right now I can improvise and I can just talk. Even if no one people is watching, I will still keep talking, because I feel like if someone joins the stream, you expect that something is going on. So if I'm just being passive and I'm not saying anything, then the person will just leave. Like, to maintain the attention, you must earn it and you must do something. So, and also, like, I think being outdoors, it really helps, because I have some things to present to people, and it's always moving. There's always something going on. Um, Hello, T Dong. This seems like Vietnamese name. I know a bit of Vietnamese. I took some classes, so I am. Yeah, and the good thing about making streams is that YouTube, when you finish the stream, they do an highlight. So it automatically selects some clip where when the attention was speaking, where people started to comment, and then it makes some clip for you, and you don't have to edit those videos. You just have to put the title, and like in the thumbnail, you have to write a bit of text, and then you have the video just made like that without any efforts. So this is something that I'm looking forward to, because I feel that people, they also like authenticity, and like when it's fully scripted, you lose of that feeling of being real. And I know that when it comes to introspection, it's probably my biggest strength, because this is something that I've done for the last 15 years, sitting in psychologist's office talking about myself. So even if it's raw, I know that I can say something useful to people just by the way that I analyze myself. And I know that I've helped millions of people with writing. So I know that I can do something much better than where I am now. It's just going to take a bit more time, unfortunately. But look at this. Like, for me, it's just amazing. And like, the building has so many detail. That's the parliament. It's there's like police watching in every corner, though. But I'm not doing anything wrong right now. The worst that can happen is that they will ask me to leave the site. But I'm not like with a big tripod. It's not a commercial production. So yeah. And like, I don't have any footage that is stored. It's just shooted live. So But yeah, I really like this place. And that's the thing. Like since I am free from professional obligation, I don't have a job. I have a lot of free time. So like at this door is like really great. I like it. And like in that area, I would say like most of the building they are pretty interesting. And what interests me is like the intersection of architecture and psychology. Um, how building makes you feel, and it's part of the identity of a people. It's part of the society. Um, so yeah, it's something that really passionate me, and that is something that I also wanted to show to people during the stream because I'm gonna move to Toronto. It's September. It's gonna be a way more active city than Ottawa. Ottawa is very active during the summer because there's a lot of tourists. But when it comes to the winter or fall, most people are leaving, and then during the week, the city is pretty much dead, except on the weekend. Um, the reason for that is that the population is lower than Toronto, of course, and it's like a mid-tier city, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, and also I think that when you stream regularly, there will always be some people that comes back. There was a guy like from Germany. He commented multiple times on my video, and I saw him on the stream. So you develop some audience that is loyal to you. I'm far from reaching that stage, but it's still early for me. It's probably like my second month doing live stream, and I feel that I have improved a bit already. So it's like day by day. You get better at anything that you want to accomplish, and I think that everyone. Hello, Steffi's. I think that everyone. Yeah, thank you. I think that everyone in their lives, like they have dreams, they have project, they have things that they want to accomplish, and we also dream of a better future. We dream of better condition. That's the reason why we have those dreams in the first place, and it's really important to continue and persevere. It's very cliche to say that, but when you get discouraged and when you have a low, when you are feeling low, it's just so easy to not do anything. And even before the stream tonight, I was not in a perfect mood, but I was thinking like I said that I am committed to this process. I said that I would do stream every Monday and Saturday. So I just decided to show up, and when you create commitment like that, you have to respect it because that's the best way that you can develop discipline, and you can also build momentum like that when you commit to something. And because it would be just so easy for me to say like, oh, I'm not going to do it this week, but I cannot do that because if I do that, then people will start to think that I'm not going to follow my schedule, and then it would mean that my words are worth nothing, and then my reputation will not be good. And especially when you start, you have to be diligent and respect what you say. That's the reason why I started with twice a week instead of saying like, oh, I'm going to start every day. But I know that I could have done every day. But like, what if I burn out along the road and then I totally stop? So I think it's better to start with a lower objective and then respect that schedule and then improve and increase over time. Because the thing is that when you start something like anything, at first it's always going to feel harder. But like once you are done with the learning curve, you're going to get more comfortable. and it's going to be easier for you to do the same thing that you thought that were difficult at first. So that's why it's important to just start anything, even if you don't feel like it, because it's going to get easier over time, and that's how you can improve. And like when you see all those people that are being really successful at what they do, you have to understand that it's a process of like years, sometimes 10 years doing the same thing. And if you compare yourself with someone that has 10 years of experience and you're just starting, of course, you're going to get discouraged. So it's about, yeah, being more realistic and trying to not get overwhelmed by people. Hello, Sajia. What means stepo? I'm not sure. I don't think it's in English for sure. I'm gonna try to do something now. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to. I keep trying to change the lens from front to back lens. For some reason, it doesn't work. So it's not because I don't want to. It's just that I don't know how. Yeah, the technical aspect of the stream is it's a bit losing me. But this is something that I will improve. I think that the best part of anything is that you should not wait to be perfect to start something. And I also heard about this Chinese proverb many years ago. It said the best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. The second best time is today. So you may think that like, oh, I'm older, I'm not in my 20s anymore. Why should I start? When to go? Yes, I am from Quebec, so I live in Quebec for more than 30 years. So French is my first language, but I've been living in Ontario for 4 years now. At first, I went to Toronto, and now I am in Ottawa. And now I'm gonna go back to Toronto. Yeah, there are people on YouTube that are like in their 40s. I saw a bit of it too because I was feeling old sometimes when I when I compare myself with the people in their 20s. The thing is that I had other challenges when I was in my 20s. So yeah, Wendigo, dude, about what? I'm listening to the idiot. What type of idiot are you talking about? I don't. To be honest, I didn't. I yesterday I watched quite a bit of YouTuber talking about the journey of being a new YouTuber, but they always keep saying the same thing. So, because I was thinking, oh, maybe there's a way for me to improve the quality of my video, and I should look at what other people are saying, but they just keep repeating the same thing. It's not very useful what they say. Okay, I didn't know that. Like people, they will tell you, oh, you just have to work on your thumbnail and the title, and yeah, I saw some guys that had like 1,500 video posted, so they have done a lot of video before they managed to get known. So it's not it's the process is can be very scary because if you think about it, 1,500 video is a lot, but it's like over 10 years. But not everyone is like that. Some people they manage to get known way before that. But I know it's not just about numbers; it's about trying to improve every time. Yeah, exactly. I agree that it's never too late. But yeah, at least I know that because of the work that I've done on Cora, it helps me to get some credibility because people could say like, "Oh, what you're saying is just bullshit." And it happened in my video that one guy said like, "Oh, you're just saying bullshit." But the thing is that if I manage to have millions of people reading me, it means something. It's not like if I was just um, talking about something that I don't really know. I have a proof that what I say resonated with a lot of people. So at least it helps. And I also think that if people like they read about what I've wrote online, then they know me. Most people they don't talk about themselves. You don't know about their personal life. You don't know what happened before they joined YouTube. Because everyone has a personal story, but not many people are willing to share it online. So I did all of that. I don't have anything to hide to the world. I've shared pretty much everything that is about me. Uh, I am an authentic person, and I'm not gonna say something that I don't believe just to generate some views. So I have integrity. I have principle in life. I am like to a certain extent I am educated because you see there are a lot of people on YouTube that will try to see you. They will try to sell you program. They will try to sell you courses, but you don't know them as a person, as a human being. And also like some of them, they are just some entrepreneur and they don't have any education. So like, yes, I'm talking about psychology, biology, but at least I studied in it and I know what I'm talking about. But I don't understand like how people they will purchase course like for thousands of dollars from people that they don't really know. They are just doing this for the money. So you have to be careful about who you listen to. For me, it's important that like I show myself to the world as who I am, and I I don't care about what people really think to a certain extent because I've already said the the worst thing about me. And then, to be honest, like when I started to talk about bipolar in the first place, it was very difficult because I was in medical school at the time, and my family doctor told me you cannot share about your mental health publicly or even among your classmates because it's just so taboo. So like I felt that I had some kind of burden around me and that I should never talk because if I did, then my reputation will be damaged. So, but I did it anyway because I found that it was the best way to heal. And if I just keep being silent and doing as if I was told, then I would have never made any progress. And then I started to share about trauma, about things that really impacts me, and it still impacts me in some way right now, even if it's been more than like 20 years. So I think that a lot of people also have trauma, even if it's not the same trauma as me. They they have to deal with it, and they have to find ways to cope and to adapt in their lives. And when they see someone like me that that had a trauma so significant, but is still like outgoing, still going in the world and speak up and talk, and it's not it's like it's a huge process. It's a huge transformation, and I can tell you that my personality completely changed before and after the trauma. And then over the years, my personality is starting to be similar as what it was like before the trauma. But it's a work on myself. It takes some time, but I want to tell people that it's possible, that they can recover, and that even if you're a man or a woman, we still experience very traumatic things. And I want to be the proof, and I want to inspire people to get the help that they need so that they can be comfortable with themselves, and that they should not be limited in any kind of ways in their life. And I also talk about racism on my Quora page because it's something that I was an eyewitness when I grew up. I was living in a black neighborhood, and I saw how racism um, was destroying the life of people. So I am very sensible and sensitive to that, and I do want to be. I do want to be in a world where racism doesn't exist, but there are some people that live with bad prejudice. So I have some values, and I think that I have good values, but it's not because you have a good story to tell, a good life story, that instantly people will start to pay attention to what you have to say. You have to fight for your voice in the world, because people are not automatically going to listen to you, even if you've been through very, very difficult things. Sometimes it feels unfair because you would expect that people should notice that I suffer. People should realize that, hey, I've been through difficult things and now I want people to listen to me. But it doesn't work like that. There is just so many competition. The world is a very difficult place, and if you want people to pay attention to you, you must earn it. You must work for it, and it's not it's not just gonna be like, oh, I have this perfect story, this good story, and people are gonna pay attention. It doesn't work like that, and sad part. But that's how you can move from being a victim to being a leader, in anything that you do, whether it is like your work, your study, or like your social media experience. Because if you keep thinking that people should pay attention to me because I have something to tell, I have value, and I want recognition, you're never gonna get it that way. You're gonna get recognition by your contribution, by your work, and you have to figure it out. What's the best way for you to to share the message that you have to the world? Because it's not going to be necessarily just be like social media. It can be like doing science. It could be like through your work, through a hobby that you have. Like it could be through singing, could be through anything. It's just that to s- you have to make you are not born a leader, you become a leader with your action. And yeah, this is something that I only understood like a couple of months ago, because I was looking at all these people and I was thinking, like, did they suffer more than me? And I know that I suffered a lot, but it's not just about suffering. It's about like sharing a message to the world. And if you want people to listen, they're not just gonna listen because you want them to. You have to, yeah. I kind of repeat myself now, but for me, this is something that is really important, because even if I wrote 10 years on Quora, I never really gained any official recognition for that. I never got paid. And I know that I've done a lot of efforts, and I expected people to give me recognition for that. And that's when I was in the mindset of a victim. And I know that it can happen for many people, because I cannot judge anyone, but like if you have been through something very difficult, let's say a trauma, you want people to listen, you want people to care, and most of them they don't. When you talk with them online and then they ask you, then when you ask them, or they are like, you just ask, how are you? And then people will say, I'm good. And then it's end of the discussion. Do you really think that you can share anything personal with someone that doesn't want to uh, to go deeper into their thought, into how they feel? Because if we just live in a world where interaction are only a transaction and there's no depth, it's just everything is just shallow, then yeah, you're not gonna get anything out of them. But people, I think that they want something more authentic. They want someone that is able to talk about their feelings. And especially like in the society that we live, men don't talk about their failure publicly. You will see them, and then if they are successful at anything, they will never talk about the process that led them to this place. Some of them will do, but the vast majority will not. And you may think that success is just for the lucky one. It's just for people who are rich that have opportunities that I cannot get because I cannot go to the best school in the world. But the thing is that every man has a personal story too, and they've been through difficult things. It's just that they are not willing to share them because men in the society, they want to save faces. They don't want to be vulnerable. But when you do therapy, the first thing that you learn is that vulnerability is a strength, especially when you try to get relationship with women. If you are able to talk about your feeling and your failure, that is something that is admirable. But in society, it doesn't happen the same way. So I did share about my failure, but that's not how society is right now. But the thing is that if I just keep doing what everyone is doing in society, I'm not gonna get any different result. So I just try to be who I am, and I know that it already impacted millions of people. So it's just about also finding the right medium to your idea, because writing right now, it's not the best way to share idea. If you look at it, writing is a medium that is being replaced by AI. So making video is a good way to get attention. Yeah, it's getting a bit darker here. I realized that I talked for 5 or 10 minutes, and I don't know if people were watching during that time, but at least the stream is recording, and anyone can watch once it is over. And I still stand by the thought that I said. Yeah, yeah. So I was just talking about in society, like as a man, it's a difficult culture because men don't share their failure publicly in general. So it's really hard to recognize yourself and people that project this image of being always successful, because the reality is that everyone has to go through failure to get better. It doesn't happen instantly. And that's the thing that people don't understand, is that you learn way more with your failure than your success. Like, I remember when I was 21, for me, I was successful at everything that I did, and I felt at the top of the world that nothing could stop me. But then I had this sword of Damocles, and I was diagnosed with bipolar, which changed my life forever. And then I began to question everything. And this failure, it's not necessarily a failure, but this what it led me is just to distance myself from all the success that I had, and to realize that I was not good. I was not as good as I thought. Yeah, there's a lot of noise. I don't know how the sound is. I forgot my my windscreen. It's like we are really in the heart of the city now, so it's it's getting a bit cold, but that's how it is. And I see more people now because Yeah, it's harder than I thought to do live streaming because you always need to have something to say. And I've been streaming for now like twice a week, 30 minutes. Sometimes I would go more than that. Now I try to do a bit longer than 30 minutes because I feel like it's not enough. The goal is just to practice, and it's like an open space where I can share with people my ideas and connect with them and talk with people as much as it is possible. Yeah, it's my second stream outside. I think it's more interesting for people to see how it's like in the city. But I am still limited by the technical aspects since I don't know how to do some little things like just switching from the front to the back lens. So, but yeah, I'm ready to make mistake. And when I talk about the topic of self-esteem and how do you look at yourself in the mirror and what was your perception, it's mainly in your mind that you determine your value, and you are probably your worst critic. And if you believe that you are less worthy than you are, then that kind of mindset can lead you to getting a distorted perception of yourself. It's important that it's not just about listening to what other people have to say, but to find people that you trust so that they can give you an idea of your real value, especially if you are a bit discouraged and you're trying to find meaning, you're trying to find purpose in your life, and you are lost momentarily. You have to find people that can encourage you and give you the push that you need to continue to persevere in anything that you do. Because anything that is worth is gonna take a lot of time, and you have to go through a lot of failure to get anything that you want really. And the willingness to sacrifice some part of your time for the hope of a better future. Hope is something very powerful, but hope can be renewed. Hope it's something that push you to do things that you would have never have done otherwise. It's by the willingness to improve, and because most people they are not satisfied with what they have, they always want more, whether like it is financially or in relationship or in education or in job. What you have is just the tip of the iceberg because you could get so much more, and we have a lot of value inside us, and it's about perseverance and trying to make significant action that is in alignment of our core values, um, the way that we see ourselves. And I'm the first person to tell you that I've made so many mistakes. I've lost so many things, but it's because of that I became a different person, and this is the reason why I'm here today. So I am quite happy, and if I had to change something from everything that happened so far, I don't think that I would change anything, because what I've been through was truly transformational, and I hope that I'm going to be able to share it to the world in the next couple of months through video, because I feel this is the medium that is the most powerful right now, that resonates with most people, and yeah, it's about doing more and more, and trying to improve at anything that you do. I also see that my audience is mainly men, like at almost 85%. So it's um, it's very encouraging for me to know that I can have an impact, because when I wake up in the morning, I feel that, yeah, I have a certain purpose. And even if some days are really difficult, I do find that I have something to contribute, and I'm making a difference in some ways. And it's very hard when you don't have any job and no one tells you that what you're doing is great. You don't know that the effort that you put, you don't know if you are being heard. And yeah, but I think that even without immediate recognition, it's not wise to give up. It's better to continue doing what you are doing. And I thanks anyone to joining me for the good words. There was not any troll. There was not any trolling. It was all respectful, and I feel that this is great. Uh, this is the kind of interaction that I want with people, because with that kind of respect and humanity, then we can move together forward and improve ourselves. Gives me hope and courage. The live stream is the only time that I have to share or connect personally with the audience that is following me or interested in my content. So it's very touching for me to speak to people, and being able to talk with them. Okay, I'm gonna stop the stream right now.